Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It only takes two simple clicks. Click, click. Enjoy the episode. Hello, viewers, and welcome back to usually a Friday of My Hero Academia read-through. And sadly, this week we are not getting chapter 239. Apparently, Shonen Jump is taking a break this week. But anyway, besides that, I think we have something to improvise until then, so until next week. So, during this week also, a new properly Englished volume just came out, and it's volume 20, the long overdue volume 20 that covers the last few bits of the UA Culture Festival arc and the beginning of the Endeavor arc. I think only like 2/3 of the way? Can't remember. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to be covering chapter. We'll only be covering 4 chapters again, like we did last time. And we're covering 178 all the way to 181. So, yeah. This just came out on, I think it was Tuesday on the 6th? I think it was Tuesday. So, yeah. So, a bit of a summary and recap on last time. We had Midoriya just about to fight Gentle Criminal, and Midoriya ended up in a construction facility, and Gentle got away. So we're going to be... Sorry, one sec. Don't worry, I'll be covered in post. I'm rendering. Okay, so the lighting's good, and let's give a good read to chapter 178. Chapter 178, The Woman Called La Brava. And we don't cut back to the fight between Gentle and Midoriya. We cut back to the Culture Festival with Class 1B, and we had Monoma and just the rest of his class just having a looking at something at the Culture Festival, and we have like 3 of 1A just with Monoma just doing his shtick. Bah ha ha ha. That's what's with that getup, Kento. Oh, ha 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 ha. Not what I expected from such a violent gal. Sexy, and we see Kendo looking good in a very good dress. Oh, this is the beauty pageant thing. Yeah, just remember that. So we have her speaking. This is a compliment or an insult? And we see outside the room, I can't really tell what's usually on top of the sign that usually goes there, but instead it's replaced by 1B prep room. And you boys had better stop rushing in here. Rush, rush. A compliment? Of course. I'm the one who entered you into this thing in the first place. You're sure to win since that commercial made you so popular. And once you do, that'll make Class 1B even more plus ultra. More importantly, I get a reprieve from your wicked swings in the meantime. Ha 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 ha. And we have Kendo just like, really? Well, if I'm going to do it, might as well try to win. And we cut to, and we see, oh, I forget her name for a sec. She was with, she's part of the 3 big pillars of the school. I can't remember right on top of my head. Hey, hey, hang on now. Are you sure she'll win? Why are you so confident? Oh, oh, Monoma does speak what her name was. Nijiri Hano? Hano? I'm just gonna say Hano from now on. And page 2, we just have Kendo and Hano just talking. I'm happy to be competing with you, Kendo. And we get someone else with much like old Victorian typing on this next page. Oh my, don't count me out just yet. Not if you're talking about winners. And we see, like, what the hell? On Hero's face? Are those goddamn nails or something? And on the next panel down, and we see that, and by God, what the hell is up with her eyebrows? I mean, seriously, these goddamn eyebrows are goddamn huge. For I am the ultimate beauty here. Ho 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 ho. And hold on. And Hido just screams out her name. Bimmy Kenraz Kenaransiki? Ho 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 ho. The Battle of the Babes. And after that weird thing, we cut to a taxi cab with Mino and Aizawa and Eri. And I think this is. Oh no, I can't remember his name right away, so just reading. Almost there. Class A's performance starts at 10, and Class B's shows comes right after that. Then lunch, then the beauty pageant. We sure are excited to see Midoriya, right, Eri? Yeah. And then we quickly cut back to the upgrade shop, and we see oh Frank, I forget. Hatsume, yeah, that's right. Hatsume and her teacher her teacher starts the conversation. Hatsume, All might want to fix yourself up before the presentation because she's all dirty and mucky from work. What? I'm in the peak condition right now. And we cut back to the teacher's lounge, and we see Midnight and All Might just having a talk as well. Yeah, Midnight starts talking. Good morning. What are you up to? Morning. Permission to leave the grounds today. And Midnight just takes a piece of paper. And I think it's All Might speaking, but better not turn my head. Yeah, that's a good point. And yeah, we have All Might speaking. The boy had 2 or 3 things he had to pick up. He's heading down the hall to go shopping. Well, with everything about to start, he's kinda cutting it close. Useful enthusiasm I get, but come on. And we cut back to the construction yard, and we get our proper title of The Woman Called La Brava kicks in, and we have Midnight speaking more. I feel bad for the workers. Oh, that's Midoriya. Midoriya just came down from the girder from last time. And he's just saying how bad the workers have to deal with this. And we see that the bar is back to normal and just has a boing and and yeah, the bar is back to normal. So, and we get more of Midoriya's thoughts on what just happened. He left some invisible barriers behind. Dangerous. Oh, there was a. Oh, he bounced on one of the pads that Gentle used during the fight. Better leave this so people notice something's not right, and he just leaves the 2 bars back. And then Midoriya goes after Gentle by using the same trick that the crane was still affected by Gentle's quirk, so it still retains its elasticity. It still retains its elasticity, and he uses fires it over. Bam. And we get more into Midoriya's insight. Watch closely. And with that scene done, we quickly cut back to where Gentle is in the forest right now, and he's speaking a lot. A lot of reading. I think having a conversation with La Brava. I have hoped to save your quirk, boing boing, until our grand exit, yet. But, at this rate, our whole plan will be ruined. I am well aware, and they both hit the ground. As we're under a time limit, I have no choice but to ask this of you, La Brava. And he quickly turns around like a whoosh and just sees Midoriya coming down from the sky. Already here! And we cut back to Midoriya's point of view. And he's speaking again. Dodging my air blast threw off his form. And Gentle will not fall for the same trick twice, so he has already erected one of his bounce pads. And we get more of Midoriya's thoughts. While While righting himself, he threw up another air barrier in order to land. On top of this tree, I noticed the exact spot. Boing. And he bounced on the pad that he just made. And remembered. And he's just about to fire. And before he could shoot it, Gentle does quickly make another one. And Midoriya just swimp? Yeah. We turn the page. And even after doing that, Midoriya does something clever and uses the barrier that Gentle used the first time and fires another air blast and cleverly deflect the first one to circumvent the second one to hit Gentle. Gah. Throb. Shriep, and everybody's just surprised, and Midoriya manages to pin the two criminals down. And I think we have a quick, gentle thought. I cannot move a muscle. And we cut back to Midoriya. You better not resist either, miss. Just give up, both of you. More normally, and we get more of La Brava's thoughts. Normally, Gentle knows it's time to turn tail, and when we get spotted, I stake my very. And we get like a flashback to Gentle's words. I stake my very beard and soul on this caper. And now that's determination's backfiring. Oh, Gentle, and we get a quick flashback to the Brava's backstory as we start seeing what brought her to villainy, and we see like she's a shut-in. We only see her in a room with a TV on, or I guess a computer at this point, because it's more like a computer, and we get more dialogue on La Brava's like a case like way back in her school year, and we see like a bit of her yearbook, and then we get into a bit of a memory with La Brava. You know, Al- Alba, in class 3, the tiny one. I haven't spoke 2 words to her, but she sent me a love letter. For real. Get this. She went on about how cool I am when I do this and that. Previously, pretty obvious she's been following me around. That girl wrote out dozens of pages of that crap. Scary. Sounds like a stalker to me. First summer break in middle school. And yeah, her high school year was kind of crappy because she thought she was kind of a creep when she wanted to show affection. And we get more of her being a shut-in, and we get more of her dialogue. I found the courage to confess to the boy I liked and got mocked for it. After that, I didn't let myself believe in anyone or anything. With no ambitions, I spent my days glued to my computer. I even thought about ending my life. Oh, God. Yeah, she was considering, back then, yeah, she was going to plan to commit suicide. Yeah, and yeah, sometimes this series can get a little dark and being a bit mature. Sound like not like other writers about nowadays can't write suicide properly. And suicide is a big deal, and there's people who can help you to deal with suicidal thoughts. So yeah, we're not all alone. You don't need to commit suicide or anything. Just try to live your day in the best moments you can. And yeah, I don't think about suicide because it's a terrible thing to do and it's a waste of life. So yeah, La Brava was thinking about that, about committing suicide. And yeah, this series does delve into dark territory like that, and they handle it properly. Not being goddamn lazy about it. And we get more into her dialogue in a little bit of her dialogue. And then one day, but then I found him. And we all know that, yeah, she met Gentle for the first time. Greetings, viewers. Yes, it is I, Gentle Criminal. Disfaz- Dissatisfied with the state of things. Dis- Dissatisfied with the state of things? I shall give you something to believe in. Yes, I plan to change this world of ours. I found you, my light. And we get more after seeing those videos. We get the Brava getting dressed up in her classic villain costume. And we get more of her thoughts. Gentle criminal. There's nothing I can do about these dark rings. I sure hope he doesn't think they're gross. Those around the eyes are, yeah, they're real because she doesn't sleep that much. And we get multiple flashbacks to their first meeting and their time together being criminals and etc. etc. But you never said a word. You accepted me for me. And we see her putting makeup with hot compress. Some makeup, beauty makeup. Miss Man, Manami. Ab, Aba. Codename La Brava. What do you say? In my estimation, we make a perfect team, and we see Gentle using a highlighter pen to make the same eye holes, black circles around his eyes to match La Brava's. Gentle, my dear. Gentle. Gentle, my dear, gentle. And we cut back to Monday and we have Midoriya speaking. I'm handing you over to the police. They'll be here soon. And we cut back to the two pair and we finally get revealed La Brava's quirk in the usual style. La Brava. And with just a bit of a conversation between La Brava and Gentle, La Brava says, I love you. And Gentle responds to that, thank you, La Brava. Quirk, love. Yeah, her quirk is love. And after that statement, we see something freaky going on with Gentle, and we get more into. And we get Midoriya's reaction to this. Where this power's coming from? And we get more of the description of La Brava's quirk kicking in. Upon uttering the word love, she most lo- uh, the person she loves most receives a temporary power boost. The deeper the love, the stronger the boost. And when it activates in motion and when it activates in motions of crisis, apologies, my boy. And quickly after that, whoosh, Gentle disappears and just dashes out of the way. I prefer not to resolve matters by force, which is why I always edit this part out. And we see, like, Gentle was on the ground 1 minute, whoosh, he just does a flash thing, grabs Labrava, and just rushes back. The target, the target grows dozen of times stronger. Enjoy a nice nap, if you will. And Gentle just on the next page, Gentle's just about to karate chop Midoriya on the back of the head, back of the neck. Sorry about this, Izuku Midoriya. But in the end, love always triumphs. Bam! And we see him do the action while the brother's unconscious. And we see Midoriya hit the ground. I fought plenty of people stronger and faster than you, and I haven't lost yet. And we see Midoriya just setting up another flick, just about to hit Gentle with a surprise attack. And that's the end of chapter 178. So we're moving on to chapter 179. And before we do, we get a bit of a contribution on the next page saying there's a note from Horikoshi himself. And he said, yeah, we made it to volume 20, and I really appreciate that for 4 years straight. And he thanks all of us for buying his books and reading the chapters. And getting a reminder, yeah, My Hero Academia Vigilantes is still a thing. And he goes on and on about it, and he doesn't bring up the... Yeah, he's just saying, yeah, thank you very much for buying my book and reading it. And we start on the next page, we cut back to the school festival. And the chapter starts with chapter 179, School Festival Start. And we see President Mike just doing his shtick. Good morning! Hey guys, hope you're really ready, cause it's finally time. And we see people are really excited. Oh yeah, here we go. And we have a bit of a star here. UA's amusement park sign, class 2D's quirky attraction. And we have a bloodhound just sniffing the grounds, and he smells of something. And we have Midoriya just about to do the counterattack before, from the end of chapter 178, and we have President Mike still going. Today's the day when class year and department doesn't matter. We're all just here to just cut loose. Now, see it with me, everyone. Let the UA begin. Let the UA School Festival begin. And it's 9 o'clock, and we see that Gentle and Midoriya just about to duke it out in. And at straight 9 o'clock, Gentle does get out of the way in time for the air blast to go through the woods. We get his thoughts and Labrava's thoughts on that unthinkable boy. Howdy? And Midoriya gets back up quick with a good flip, and please, a last resort. A last resort. Just like always. Oh, yes, just a last resort, just like always. Using our love mode to overcome the odds. As always. Stop this, please. Gentle, I'm so sorry. My love. The two of us weren't strong enough. Was it strong enough? Not a single soul has yet to prove that your feelings for me are inadequate. And now Gentle is mighty pissed. And he busts out one of his moves, like he has his hands in the air before Midoriya is about to punch him, and he makes gently sandwich like a whole stack pile of those bounce pads he's been using, crushing Midoriya with it. And this is probably gentle speaking. The thinner, the thinner the sandwich, the classier it is, inherently. And Midoriya is shocked by this. And Gentle continues, so I am loath to stuck them like this, and yet I must see this through. And he's like holding on to his cape or something? I can't really tell. The fleeting dream of a man's past, his youth. And we get a bit of a snippet of that backstory of Gentle, and we see like a random person saying, um, who are you again? And we get more of Gentle's diatribe while Labrava looks on. To crave my name, to carve my name in history for future generations, so that going forward, someone out there will give a moment's thought to the way I lived and be inspired. And this dream is no longer mine alone. Today marks my first step forward, my first step towards true infamy. My dream would be trifling indeed if your words could move me to abandon my course. And we see Midoriya trying to get out using his new glove. As you are a UA student, I assume you can comprehend my pen, my perchance for dreaming. Let me move on to the next page. And we see him just about to slam the sandwich hard to the ground, but Midoriya gets out, and Gentle's like really shocked by this. And we have Midoriya's turn on it, tried to do his spin on it, and this dream is no longer mine. Oh, this he gets a flashback of that thought. And this dream is no longer mine alone. And Midoriya says, so why? If you get it, then why attack our festival? Why trample all over our feelings, our hopes and dreams? And why he's doing that, he just flips onto his back, Gentle's back, grabbing his cape. And yeah, people are gonna say, don't, no capes. Capes always get you into trouble. Well, even bringing up that little chestnut, even Horikoshi does his little spin on that whole chestnut of no capes. Just wait until season 4. You get what I mean. So Midoriya catches Gentle's cape and grabbing it from behind. And yeah, Midoriya's kind of shocked at this and he trips over. And he goes flunging towards Gentle. Okay, the art is just sometimes I can't notice these things. And we have Gentle's rebuttal of that claim. Such is the way of the world. And I can't really tell by the what's going on in the next panel on the top of the page. I think they both bounce towards somewhere, brawling together in a big ball. Gah. And we have Midoriya's argument again, back to Midoriya. For your dream, huh? So you ruin all our hard work, our passion, to steal a smile from a girl who doesn't know the meaning of joy yet? And we have Gentle's rebuke. If that's if that is what it takes, dreams, and we get cut off and we go way, 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 way back in time to Gentle's origins. Because, yeah, the previous chapter was going into Labrava's origins, and now we're going into 179 goes into Gentle's origins. And we cut to him in high school, second year, Gentle at 18 years old. And he looks good for his age back then. I hope to become a hero. One with enough great deeds to land me in the textbooks. And his mother's like crying over something. So we get, I think, his principal at the time. By the way, this is set up. You aren't listening. So I'll tell it to you straight, Tobi, Tobia, Tobia. You got held back a year because you failed, and ours isn't even a high school level. What's more, it makes 4 times you flunked the professional license exam. At this point, I have to recommend that you drop out altogether. And we stop there, and then we cut back to after the meeting. I hear Takasimiya already got some offers from agencies. I think we got like some random person. We get Marv Young Gentle speaking. Fear not, mother. I will endure, undaunted. And we cut back to Monday for a bit, and on the next page we cut, I think, a couple of days later while Gentle coming out of the cafe, and there seems to be trouble going on. Oh no! Up there, he's falling. My quirk could have cushioned his fall. Such was my judgment call, and I think those black text boxes without the bubbles just saying this gentle thoughts explaining. Yeah, so he saved the life of someone by making a bounce pad. Huh? And yeah, he kinda landed in some bad boiling hot water with the federal government. I think the government by the looks of the suit. A man who fell will need the man you the man who fell will need 6 months to make a full recovery. As it happens, you prevented the hero from exercising the rescue. That's one charge of obscuring public duties. And we see, yeah, he got a lot of hate mail about that. His parents were crying and crying about the expulsion notice. We see outside of the house, and we have a graffiti sprayed onto the wall. Scum, trash. Yeah, Gentle's family didn't. They disowned him for trying to do the right thing, and by breaking the law, he did technically break the law, and he does deserve the anger he got from doing that. This kind of feels like more of a throwback to. Now, this type of flashback, this is kind of a bit of a reference for Horikoshi. I mean, we did get the no capes reference bit in probably the previous arc with trying to invert that expectation from the Incredibles, saying how the capes were bad. We kind of get the same thing from the Incredibles, like part with the beginning plot of the Incredibles saying that the federal government doesn't want no involvement, and the guy would have been rescued, and that guy probably sued Gentle for that fee, and we cut back to Monday as they keep fighting, and then we cut like 4 years later with Gentle unemployed and in a and we see him coming out after 4 years, and he's just like, okay, spring, lovely, lovely, the season for eating tasuki. Tasuki is a wild mountain vegetable available in spring, and we see the guy with the bamboo that we saw in the previous chapter going by. I long since forgotten my dreams. I didn't have the luxury of paying them a passing thought. Yep, yep. And young Gentle recognizes the bamboo guy. Takasuma. Why, if it why, if isn't Takasura. You've gone independent then. How fantastic. You remember me? Of course. We were in the same class, though I was held back a year. And we get the repeat of what his response was. Uh, um, who who you again? My dreams are dead. And we see, like, a depressing 22-year-old Gentle, very depressed about it and shocked at that. And then he goes back into his house, and he's, is it my miserable fate to live in squalor, to without to wither and rot on the vine like this? I say nay. And we see he picked up one of the books of he, he gets a random book, the History of Supervillainy book. It's not the book with the Quirk Liberation Army that the guy that Destro was implying, but it's just a different book. And we cut back to Monday. Not just yet. Gentle! We used lover mode more times than I can count. Sure, he. Oh, this is Labrava's thoughts. We used lover mode more times than I can count. Sure, he reflects people's attacks back at them, but always just makes a getaway. My Gentle doesn't approve of violence. You find me unprincipled? Mock me if you must. I can live with that. And he goes charging in. And in the next 2 pages, there's a awesome double page spread of one panel with a awesome punch from Gentle getting caught by Midoriya's hand, and Midoriya continues that argument. Nobody's mocking you, gentle criminal. And Labrava speaks. No, you can win this, gentle. And this brawl takes on a while, and yeah, that's the end of chapter 179, and it's getting crazy. And we get more celebrations from getting volume 20 and celebrating the first film that came out last year. And we move on to chapter 180. What the hell? Back, no, back, now, nist. What the hell? How do you pronounce that word? You can win this, gentle. And the fight still continues. And we see, Midoriya speaking. The steam from her quark. More keeps coming out. He's getting stronger. We see an awesome, and on the page 43 of the volume 20, we see an awesome art rendition of Gentle just covered in steam and looking freaking awesome. And we get more of a flashback from the previous chapter of Midoriya speaking. Nobody's mocking you, gentle criminal. And we get more of the more of Gentle of Labrava speaking. I remember now, Gentle. The kid's Izuku Midoriya. He fought at the sports festival. He's mad then. No, not one to entangle ourselves with. And we see another awesome panel of Gentle overpowering Midoriya as his cape is getting ripped, torn to shreds, and just saying, "Boy, why do you hope to become a hero?" And it looks like Gentle's winning the struggle. And we cut him, have a bit of flashback to Labrava just saying, "I love you." And we get more of Gentle's speech. This dream is no longer mine alone. We have Midoriya speaking. We're not so different, Gentle. My dream, not just about me. It's way bigger than me. It was one I totally given up on, but I had people who didn't mock me for it. There are people who respect me for it. I gotta honor that. Plus, there are those who have suffered. We get flashbacks to what's probably going to be shown in season 4. I want to be the guy who to show them all a brighter future. And that struggle would have been. And Gentle just says on the bottom of the next page, the same, are we? We see that Gentle and Midoriya just let go and Midoriya buggers off. And yeah, Gentle looks friggin' awesome in the art. And we get more of his flashback dialogue of Gentle. Not a single soul has yet to prove that your feelings for me are inadequate. And we get Labrava just getting her computer out. I believe in you. You're going to win. Here's the PC with the program I whipped up just for today. This special wireless connection should get me access to UA's network, and they'll be none the wiser. Once I'm in, I'll deactivate their security system. Then we're free to infiltrate. There's no time to lose. The bottom of the hill's not close enough. Can't connect. I gotta get closer, and she starts booking it. All for Gentle's sake. Brab as she's crying. I gotta play my part in this. La Brava. And we see Gentle speaking. La Brava. It's too risky to go alone. My companion will be deactivating your school's sensors. I must end this fast. So I haven't so I haven't yet measured up to the foes of your past. And we see that Gentle books it right behind Midoriya, and he's like bouncing crazy on his bounce pads, just bouncing everything. I shall abandon all notions of dignity, honor, and style. I will bring you down as a sign of respect for the man you've proven to be. We see the Brava just stopping, and she says, no! And, Bloodhound and, oh, French. Oh, Bloodhound and, Ectoplasm shows up. Oh no. We see Midoriya just firing multiple balls at once, like doing this, like with his fist and just flicking like multiple balls to try and hit Gentle. And I think one of them does catch him, and he's stunned in the air, and Midoriya comes in just about ready for his kick, for his attack. Shoot style, St. Louis smash, and he brings him down, cracking him into the ground. And he's finally passed, and Gentle's finally passed out. And we have more of Midoriya's dialogue. This been this has been the toughest battle I've fought so far, Gentle. So yeah, even the fight with the stuff in season 4, right now from this point on, this is at this point in the series, this is the toughest fight that Midoriya had. So that's quite a lot of respect for Gentle that Gentle was able to keep up with Midoriya that far. And we cut on to the next page. We cut to La Brava. Gentle, some heroes are close by, and she sees Midoriya finally beating Gentle. And more of the flavor text bringing up her quirk again pops up. The love-based power-up is a temporary one, and is limited to be a single use per day. We see Gentle speaking, please, just run. And we get a flashback to, a bit of a flashback text to what happened. I think it was Labrava speaking. I had hoped to save your quirk. Oh, this is Gentle speaking. I hope to save your quirk until our grand exit yet. And Labrava drops everything and she starts bawling her eyes out. No, stop it. Get off of him. Get away from my Gentle. And she just starts like comically booping him, booping Midoriya all over. Go away, stop. Gentle put his heart and soul into this plan. He didn't even stop for his beloved tea breaks while planning it. So get off him. Where's our bright future, huh? Gentle's my only light in this world. He's my everything. You can't steal him from me. And Gentle's just saying, La Brava. Don't take my Gentle away. Didn't I just tell you? This is probably just this is Gentle speaking. Didn't I just tell you to run away? But I knew full well you would never leave me behind. We get a flashback to probably their first meeting of Gentle and La Brava. And Gentle's like, no, you may not assist. That would make you an accessory to my crimes. Please, I'm already a criminal. What with all the hacking? Besides, as long as I'm with you, Gentle, I'll be happy no matter what happens. She would have never be happy, escaping on her own. No, I dare say she would go on to commit crimes beyond anything we've done so far. If we can't be with Gentle, then I'll just die. We see ectoplasm coming. I led her to this point. I accepted her help. I made her my accomplice, the Brava. I, too, found happiness. And we see the heroes coming in. More of Gentle's dialogue. She committed no real sin, yet should the heroes catch us like this, they'll soon learn that La Brava assisted me in battle. So, at the very least, and Midoriya just, and no, Gentle just flings Midoriya high into the air. We can pretend this battle never happened. Now vanish, Izuku Midoriya, if only. To lessen. If only to lessen her crime. Now vanish, Izuku Midoriya, boing boing. All for her bright future. Take pride, Izuku Midoriya, for you protected all that was yours. This is your win. Gentle criminal. And Gentle keeps speaking. It seems I've stumbled over a pebble by the roadside. And the two are hugging. And Gentle says, Yue, I surrender. And that's the end of chapter 180, yeah. And that's the end of that, yeah. So the fight's over, and Gentle's just trying to make sure La Brava doesn't goes to prison. And we start on chapter 181 for someone else. And we go back in time earlier in the UA festival, and we see Ectoplasm speaking. A student who went shopping hasn't returned. Understood. I'll look into it. Hey, you. Hungry? Ectoplasm. Come to see our stall? I like some, yes. This dog. In Sector C6? We need 4 or 5 of your clones to head to E4. Grr. Is there an emergency? I'll let you know. Smells like 3 individuals. And we see a Bloodhound speaking. This is Bloodhound speaking at this point. They're off the walking path and aren't moving around much, staying in one spot. I smell a lot of sweat, so they must be agitated. Lost kids, injured, or just idiots. We're on high alert, everyone. And we cut back to, on the next page, we cut back to where we left off in chapter 180. In the event, and we get a flashback to a couple of chapters ago with the meeting with the principal. In the event of in the event with the federal government agent, in the event we confirm a hostile party and we get gentle speaking. UA. Be prepared to cancel the festival and evacuate the students. I surrender. And and the heroes are just ectoplasm bloodhounds just shocked by this. Surrender? And ectoplasm continues. I recognize him. He's the villain who specializes in quick escapes. He's also known for uploading mischievous videos. Who are you with? Gentle. No one. What's with the wounds, huh? And the torn up field? As I said, I tripped and fell. Just you two then? Correct. Correct? Where's the third one? It smells like one of our students. And Midoriya's back on the path. Now vanish, Izuku Midoriya. And we see Midoriya just going back to that fight. All for her bright future. It was then I it was then that I somehow understood what Gentle Criminal was doing. He should be just over there. I put a tasteful spin I put a tasteful spin on my selfish actions. Yet all along I was doing it for me. I am utterly stripped of the will to fight back. So I'm overjoyed that this was for you in the end. I I fought with my feelings on the line until all that was left in me deep down. I committed countless crimes, but my greatest sin was of all was a heart. Abducting this poor naive woman and brainwashing her. That be for someone else. So I ask you now to pardon the Brava, your injuries, Izuku Midoriya. And Gentle sees Midoriya. I'm glad that my final climatic clash was against you. Gentle, you're doing this for me. It's not right. I love you with all my heart, Gentle. It's not fair. I never wanted to make trouble for you, Gentle. You know that. You got. And Bloodhound sees Midoriya. You fought this guy? In Gentle, and we get a bit of a way of Gentle, then uh, Midoriya, and then Gentle. And Midoriya continues. I figured that I figured out that he was going to prank UA. So yeah, we fought a little. And Gentle just stunned by this and but everything's okay now. Wah, uh, Bloodhound's just stunned and oh, it's Hound Dog, never mind. Come in. Hound Dog, Ectoplasm C. Rustle up anything strange? Snipe. We're waiting for a report here. Just some troublemaker who uploads prank videos. He wants to turn himself in. The heck? Can't say I get it either, but there's no emergency for now. Keep everyone on alert, though. Tug. You'll explain yourself in detail over at the police station. And Gentle speaks. Izuku Midoriya. I too was once enrolled in a hero course. Gentle Criminal is a mere shadow of the failed would-be hero. You steal a smile from a and we get a flashback to what Midoriya said. You steal a smile from a girl who doesn't know the meaning of joy yet. Though I am in no position to give advice. Those feelings of yours, make sure to see them through. How did I end up so curiously dissatisfied? Because I was reckless and cowardly. Bright future. And we have ectoplasm butting in. All Might was worried about you. And Midoriya remembers. Class A's performance starts at 10, right? it's 9:16. Now it's 9:17. Ah! Still, we'll be back at school in 5 or 6 minutes. I'm so sorry, Sensei, but I've left my shopping bags back there. Where? I'll come with you. Gentle Criminal was a tough opponent, and Midoriya even respecting Gentle. And we have Aizawa and Minnow finally showing up. Huh? Where's Midoriya? Why, it's taking him this long to do a little shopping? Boo! Yesh! Yeesh! And this occurs at 9:25, and we get more of the reminder of a mere shadow of a failed would-be hero. I understand why fighting him was so hard on for me. It was because I might have turned out that way too. Gentle and I had similar feelings. And Midoriya is shocked by the bags being gone. His feelings concerned La Brother, while at 9:35 we see that Midoriya finds the shopping bags and everybody's getting ready. And we see the students outside. Wonder how class 1A thing's gonna turn out. Kinda pumped to see it. And we see Eri speaking. Deku's not going to dance. And people are just waiting in the hall. There's way more people than I expected. They've been excited since this morning. The morons are just looking forward to what we got for them. Where's Deku and Aoyama? A fine time he picked to blow us off. I should say so. At 9:59 a.m. Oh, oh, oh. It's starting. Here we go. Come on, first years. Yasuruzu. What's these first years cooked up? Yeah, clap, clap. Yatsuru. And we see everybody looking. And we see Eri and Mona. Look, Eri. See him? Yeah. Well, let's do this, damn it! Just wanted to see you smile. And yeah, that's the end of chapter 181. And I'm gonna end this here for today, and we'll continue. We only have like 2 more chapters of the UA Culture Festival arc to read through, and yeah. I hope to see you all next week, and next week everything should be back to normal, and we should get chapter 239. And the next break we have for the series, we finish up the Gentle arc. We only have 2 more chapters to go through, so that's great. And I don't know what to do for breaks for the next time, so I'll probably think about it. So until then, I hope you all enjoyed, and oh god, like an hour long doing 4 chapters. So until then, I hope you all had a good day, and I'll see you on the very next episode. So until then, this is Josh24214 signing out for now. Bye.